The latest from our daily newsletter at podnews.net. Simplecast's founder and CEO Brad Smith has been promoted. He's now head of podcast products for SiriusXM. Simplecast was acquired by SiriusXM last year. They also own Pandora, Stitcher and AdsWiz. Smith will be responsible for podcast strategy across platforms for creators and listeners. His boss, SiriusXM's CEO Jennifer Witz, said on Monday that the company plans a broader set of podcasts available for Pandora listeners and will continue to publish across multiple platforms, though also suggested some opportunities for exclusivity. Evergreen Podcasts has unveiled its Q3 21 slate, including a set of business shows with a show from Minter Dial and popular shows geared towards listeners who just want some guy talk. Finally, guy talk. All Active Asset Capital has withdrawn its offer to buy Audioboom. It had requested a further extension to its deadline. Audioboom declined. The investment company's statement grumbles about corporate governance and hints they might be back. Podpage can now automatically post your new reviews and episodes to Twitter and Facebook. Pitches on fire. Studio Okenta has announced the next round of pitches for its fiction series Okenta Cuentos. They want your pitches for stories related to fire. And we hear a lot about podcasts becoming TV shows or even books, but stage plays? The Merely Role Players podcast is behind Lights Out, a night of tense and intimate theatre at the Pleasance in London, part of the London Horror Show.
Podnews is sometimes if I wake up,
if it's not there,
it's not there. Like if I wake up early and I'm like, oh wait, it's like 30 minutes early.
That happens to me on Saturdays. I wake up. Where's Podnews? Saturday.
The good news is, Adam Curry, it's Wednesday today. Talk Money to Me is new from Australia's Equity Mates Media, an all-female hosted podcast about money. It's with Acast. If you're logo watching, this podcast doesn't have an Acast logo at all. Cerebral Conversations is a new podcast from the Cerebral Palsy Alliance, tackling the big issues about disability, access and inclusion. It launched today. Armoured is a new original series with Disgraceland's Jake Brennan, the untold stories of murder, mayhem and million-dollar heists. It's the first collaboration between AudioChuck and Brennan and launches today. Shortcasts are one thing, but Mythlets are another. Live from Mount Olympus has announced it returns with a full second season in February 2022, but is posting Mythlets, bite-sized audio stories focusing on Greek myths until then. And from LWC Studios, 70 Million returns for a fourth season, looking at jail reform across the US. The show is Peabody nominated and supported by the MacArthur Foundation. And that's the latest from our newsletter. For all the links, we're at podnews.net.